Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Ari Views back with another video, and today we're talking about iPhone settings. Now, I have done a lot of videos on iPhone settings, and iPhone settings should change on your device. But in today's video, I will show you guys 10 really important iPhone settings that I think no iPhone user should ever change or actually turn off on their device. Now, before we get into all that, if you like the videos and you want to see more of them, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, as most of you guys watch my videos are still not subscribed to the channel. So here we have the photos, and you can see right here we'll have an option that says use Face ID. Face ID or your passcode is required to view hidden and recently deleted albums. So in your Photos app, you will have your recently deleted album and also your hidden photos. If you turn this off, those will actually be open, so anyone can view your hidden photos as well as your recently deleted photos. Make sure you have this turned on, which is of course turned on by default, but make sure you never turn off this option on your device. Moving on, under privacy and security, so right here under location services, I do suggest that you turn off the location services for a lot of apps, and don't let apps have your specific location. But two options right here you should never turn off are these right here under system services. So Find My Phone and emergency calls and SOS. Always make sure that you have these enabled. Now, things like device management here, for example, or setting time zones that are not actually essential, but these two right here are. So emergency calls that are made from your device will need to have a location to send the correct location. And of course, Find My Phone, always make sure that these are enabled. Now, another one you should always have turned on is under the password settings. So you go to your settings, go to general, then under passwords, you will have you detect compromised passwords. So it will basically monitor the passwords that you have saved on the Passwords app. Actually, I do believe that the Passwords app on iOS is one of the best default apps of iOS. I really like using it. It's very simple and of course very easy to use. It will also detect your passwords that have been compromised and of course alert you about them. So always make sure that you have it enabled. Moving on under messages. So when you go to your settings and you go to the messages settings, you will find something here called Try as Text Message. Now, for anyone that has iMessage but has those friends that don't have iMessage, when you try actually to send them a message and it doesn't go through iMessage, which might not be available, or they don't have iMessage at all, the next time the Messages app will try to send it as a simple text message, and this will make it possible. So you enable it right here, and whenever an iMessage won't go through, or maybe someone doesn't have iMessage, it will just retry as a text message, and of course most likely it will succeed on sending that text message. Now, a setting that looks very simple yet is very important can be found under the general settings. So right here we have date and time. You need to make sure that you have this on set automatically. Disabling set automatically and maybe setting a different time zone or just changing the time will cause you a lot of problems. Problems with the App Store, with browsing the internet, most likely with your accounts like Apple ID and iCloud. It will be a total mess. So you need to make sure that you always have set automatically enabled, or at least try to have the correct time zone on your iPhone. But if you switch countries, maybe it will stay on the old time zone, and again it will mess up everything. So just make sure that you have set automatically enabled. Next up, we're moving under Face ID and passcode. Right here, require attention for Face ID. It's something that I really like a feature that will make your iPhone even more secure. Now, the True Depth camera provides an additional level of security by verifying that you're looking at your phone before basically authenticating your iPhone. So what it does is it requires your total focus on the iPhone to authenticate. That will of course make your device and your data much secure. So always make sure that you have require attention for Face ID enabled on your device. Now right here under the iCloud settings at the top of your settings app, you will have two real important settings. Of course, Find My Phone, I don't think I need to say this, you should always have it enabled. It is a great feature, and if you just have to use it once, you will know how great it is. It's a lifesaver. If you'd lost one of your devices, it is actually amazing being able to recover it using Find My Phone. So always make sure that you have Find My Phone enabled on your device. The other setting that you will also find in this section is Send Last Location. So basically what it does, if you have an iPhone and you lost it, when your iPhone is low on battery, it's basically turning off. It will send the last location to Apple so you know which was the last location of the device before it turned off. So it's this option right here. So again, make sure you have it enabled, and also make sure you have Find My enabled all the time. Next up, we're talking about the battery, and in this case, we're talking about the charging limit, which I do believe is really important for the battery lifespan of your device. So right here, we have a few different options. Of course, optimized battery charging, in my opinion, is the best you can do right here. So, you know, it charges to 80% and then it will slow down or stop charging. It will start back to 100% when you need it. But if you think of this, it's not actually getting it correctly as you need it, then you can just go ahead and turn this off completely. What you can do here is choose the charging limit with that slider. And in this case, you want to just set it maybe at 85 or 90%, which in my opinion is the best case scenario here, setting at 90% if you don't want to use the optimized battery charging. Either way, I do believe that you have to use one of these, either the charging limit or optimized battery charging. And last but not least will be the brightness. Another really simple setting, but I do see a ton of people having brightness, automatic brightness actually turned off on their device. So right here, under the display and text side, if you go here, make sure you have auto brightness turned on. I have it turned off here because I'm recording the video, but it will actually save you a ton of battery. The screen won't be bright in dark environments. It's actually a really useful feature, and I do believe that everyone must have this setting right here turned on their device, even though a lot of people do actually have it turned off.